Okay, so children, last class we have started our discussion about the expansion. Okay, expansion under the Delhi Sultans. Okay, so children, what do you mean by garrison town?
The town
Garrison
by
town
Protected
was
by
Town is
protected
protected by
by
high
soldiers.
walls.
that means soldiers.
Soldiers.
Okay, a town is protected by a group of soldiers, that is garrison towns. Okay, so in the beginning of this 13th century, sultans controlled mostly this garrison towns. Okay, and rarely their control has gone towards the hinterland. Okay, had gone towards the hinterland of the garrison towns. Okay, so the taxes was not collected from these places. Okay, so their control, mostly this Delhi Sultans has control over the garrison towns only. Okay, they do not have any control over the hinterland. What do you mean by hinterland?
Remote areas.
Remote areas.
Okay, the remote areas, the places that are adjacent to the city. And under these sultans, okay, from the title of that portion is from garrison town to the empire. Okay, so this Delhi sultans controlled only this protected cities in the beginning. Okay, later on, these rulers, okay, these sultans tried to expand their territories. Okay, they wanted to make more territories under their control, but there were many challenges. Okay, but there were many challenges faced by this Delhi Sultan. The first one was controlling the vast areas, controlling distant areas from Delhi. It was very difficult task for the Delhi Sultans. Okay, from Delhi, they need to control vast areas. Okay, so it was very difficult task for them. And the second thing was they often faced attack from tribal group. Mongols. Okay, Mongols was a tribal group. Okay, they often faced, often this Delhi Sultan faced attacks from this Mongols. Okay, and also some governors. Okay, they protested against the Delhi Sultans in some times. Okay, sometimes these governors protested against the Delhi Sultan. So these challenges were there, but still the expansion. Okay, the expansion of the territories was took place under Ghiyasuddin Balban, Alauddin Khalji, and Muhammad Tughlaq. Okay, so under these rulers, under this Delhi Sultans, okay, this expansion of Delhi Sultanate was undertook. Okay, so children, so for that mainly they have set up two campaigns. Okay, they set up campaigns to expand their territories. Okay, that was internal frontier and external frontier. Okay, so for expanding their territory, Delhi Sultan set out campaigns. Okay, that is in two parts. Okay, that is internal frontier and
Exterior frontier.
What do you mean by internal frontier?
Inside.
Ah, yes.
Inside.
Okay, frontier means border.
Protected.
Border.
Border.
Okay. Frontier. So internal frontier. So for that part, to expand the territories under their control, inside their areas, they just started to combine the hinterland of the garrison towns. Okay. Did you understand what you mean by combining the hinterland of the garrison towns?
Together.
United. Okay, they combined, they made into a single piece. Okay, into a single land. They just they joined the remote areas with the garrison towns. Okay, children. So for making their empire very big or many territories under their control, they have set up, the Delhi Sultan set up two campaigns, that is internal and external frontier. Okay, internal frontier means that for setting up, for that, first they have done that, they just combine the hinterland of the garrison towns. Okay, hinterland, what do you mean by hinterland?
Remote areas.
Remote
Remote
areas.
areas or
Remote
that the places
areas.
that are adjacent to the city. Okay, so garrison town means that
Towns.
Fortified town with
fortified towns.
guards.
They just made it a single unit. Okay, and for that purpose, what they have done, you know, children, the forests were cleared in the Ganga Yamuna Doab. What do you mean by Ganga Yamuna Doab? The land
Near the
between the
rivers.
Ganga and Yamuna river. Okay, the land between the Ganga and the Yamuna river. So they cleared the forest in the Ganga Yamuna Doab. Okay, and that cleared land was given to the peasants to promote agriculture. See, children, I have told you agriculture was the main occupation, okay, of the people during that time. So the empire cleared the forest. Okay, the Sultan cleared the forest, and that cleared land they had given to the peasants, okay, to promote agriculture. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Every, can you tell me what you mean by the internal frontier?
The remote areas are combined with the garrison towns.
Very good.
The forests were cleared between the Ganga and the Yamuna.
Yes, for that they cleared the lands in the Ganga Yamuna Doab. That means the land between the Ganga and the Yamuna river. Okay, it was cleared, and cleared land was given to, yes.
Peasants for agriculture.
Huh?
Peasants for agriculture.
Yes. Okay, and that cleared land was given to the peasants to promote agriculture. Okay, so agriculture was promoted. Okay, the peasants also were very happy. Okay, so they tried to, means the sultans tried to expand their territories under their control. Okay, so inside the frontier means in the borders. Okay, the area under their control, they expanded their territory by clearing the forest. Okay, and the cleared land were given to the peasants to promote agriculture, and so that the hunter-gatherers and herders expelled from their habitat. What do you mean by this, children? Hunter-gatherers
They
and
moved out
herders
from the
expelled
forest.
from their habitat.
They moved away. They moved away.
They move
from the
away.
forest.
Okay, what do you mean by habitat?
The place that they
The
live.
natural environment.
The place
around it.
where they lived. Okay, the habitat of fish is water, right?
Water.
Ah, yes. Okay, so the hunter-gatherers, they were depending mainly on the forest for their livelihood. What do you mean by hunter-gatherers? You have studied, right?
The early people.
Early people who lived in the forest and also
Moved
lived
from
what all
one
things they have
gathering
obtained
to
from
other.
the forest. Okay, so this hunter-gatherers and herders, those who lived in the forest were expelled. Expelled means pushed out.
Pushed out.
Okay, yes. They all pulled out or pushed out from the forest, and that cleared land has given to the peasants to promote agriculture.
Peasants.
Okay, so the internal frontier of the Sultanate aimed at consolidating the hinterland of the garrison towns. Okay, for that they cleared the forest, and the cleared land was given. Okay, cleared the forest in the Ganga Yamuna Doab, and that cleared land was given to the peasants for promoting the agriculture, and the hunter-gatherers and the herders came out, okay, pushed out or expelled from their habitat, and the sultanates expanded their areas under their control through this campaign. Is it clear, children, what you mean by the internal frontier?
Yes, ma'am.
Internal frontier campaign. Okay, the area under their control, they expanded its areas by clearing the forest, and that cleared area they were given to the peasants for doing the agriculture. Okay, and also, children, listen to me. And also, they protected trade routes. Okay, trade route. What do you mean by trade route?
The way by which the traders
The
move.
merchants and the traders traveled. Okay, see children, means occasionally these people were facing some robbery, means attempt to robbery and all while they were traveling. Okay, so they protected the trade routes. They arranged, means they arranged a well settled trade routes. Okay, and also promoted regional trade. What do you mean by regional trade?
In regions.
In the
Depends on
areas, okay, in the
regions.
areas inside their control, they promoted regional trade, regional markets. Have you heard about regional market? The Sultan also tried to promote, okay, they tried to protect the trade routes and promoted regional trade. Okay, that means trade and agriculture was developed under this Delhi Sultan. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me ask you someone. Anthony, can you tell me what you mean by the internal frontier?
Ma'am.
Anthony,
Ma'am, Amal is calling you.
Amal,
Ma'am, that cleared land was given to.
who is saying the answer?
No, ma'am, he's asking.
Asking a doubt.
Okay.
Ma'am, like cleared land was given to.
Peasants. Okay, peasants. Anthony,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell me
Question.
what you mean by the
Sorry,
internal
another-
frontier of Sultanate? Kill you. And Anthony, what the Sultan has done to expand their territories?
They cleared the forest between Ganga and
Ganga Yamuna Doab, yes. And the cleared land was given to the
peasants.
Okay, internal frontier in the borders, okay, under their control. Okay, they cleared the land between the Ganga and Yamuna Doab, and the cleared land was
can you let
given
me
to
in?
the peasants for peasants to promote agriculture. Okay, and also they try to protect the trade route. Okay, they try to protect the trade route and also promoted regional trade. Okay, regional trade. What all things are available in that region, they try to sell in that region itself. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you can guess what you mean by external frontier.
It will be in the
Trade out.
Yes.
Outside
India
their
and
area.
Okay, so external frontier means that what they have means what these people has done to expand their areas. Okay, that means conquer the territories. Okay, do you understand, children? They try to conquer the territories. Okay, not under their control. Children, external frontier. Okay, so under Alauddin Khalji, the external frontier, okay, the second step to expand their control, okay, to expand their areas, okay, that was started under Alauddin Khalji, okay, and he set out an expedition, a military expedition into southern India. Children, I have told you to see the map in page number 33, right? Yes, 35.
Ma'am, 35.
35. Yes, this map is given there. You can see, children, from Delhi, okay, they have set up military expedition, okay, to conquer unconquered territories, the places, the areas are not under their control. They started an expedition to conquer these territories, especially in South India. Okay, and the expansion culminated during Muhammad Tughlaq, under Muhammad Tughlaq. That means when it comes to 150 years after, means when the Delhi Sultan originate. Okay, Muhammad Tughlaq. Okay, under Muhammad Tughlaq, the region or the area expanded to its farthest extent. Okay, so the expansion mainly has taken place under Ghiyasuddin Balban, Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad Tughlaq. Okay, and under Muhammad Tughlaq, the means they have means the Delhi Sultan or Delhi Sultanate, okay, has conquered means many territories. Okay, most of the territories or most of the countries in most of the areas in South India was under the control of the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, so when it comes to Muhammad Tughlaq, means the Delhi Sultanate reached its farthest extent under Muhammad Tughlaq. Okay, and also, you know, children, from the conquered territories, okay, from the areas when they defeated, they have captured elephants, horses, and slaves.
Slave.
Slaves, you know, slaves?
Yes.
Ah,
Worker.
yes, the people, those who are working hard for their masters, and also precious metals.
Gold.
Diamond.
Gold, silver, okay, they all
Ruby.
captured from these conquered territories.
Can
Okay.
you repeat last 2 points?
Yes, yes. See, children, the external frontier. Okay, that means the areas not under the control of the Delhi Sultans. Okay, for controlling these areas, what they have done, you know, children, the Delhi Sultan they started military expedition to conquer they started military expedition to conquer the places. Okay, especially the places in, yes, Anand?
Expedition means?
Campaigns means military attacks. Okay, military expedition. What do you mean by military expedition? Military means they
Attack.
started their campaigns to attack. Okay, to attack the unconquered territories. The areas was not under their control. You understand, children? What do you mean
Yes,
by
ma'am.
this? Okay, so in see, children, just let me the campaign with this pink arrow. Okay, campaigns there. So from Delhi, they have started military expedition to conquer the mainly the places in South India. South India was not under their control. Okay, so it was started. Whose reign it was started?
Alauddin Khalji.
Alauddin Khalji.
Okay, it was under Alauddin Khalji. The second set of campaign, okay, that is external frontier, was started. Okay, and when it comes to Muhammad Tughlaq, okay, after Khalji, the next dynasty came into power. That was Tughlaq dynasty. So when it comes to Muhammad Tughlaq, the empire reached its farthest extent. What do you mean by farthest extent? About him in the first chapter, Ghiyasuddin Balban was the person or was the ruler who controlled a vast area. Do you remember that, children?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
from Prashastis, we are getting information about Ghiyasuddin Balban. Okay, then the second set of campaign that was undertaken by Alauddin Khalji. Okay, when it comes to Muhammad Tughlaq, the region, okay, the empire reached its farthest extent. The region was very big. Is it clear?
Ma'am, can you show the side of internal frontier?
Internal. Okay. Yes. Yeah. See, children, internal frontier. This one, it's expansion. See children, the internal frontier of Sultanate aimed at consolidating the hinterland of the garrison towns. Okay, they combine or they made at a single land. Okay, the garrison towns and the hinterland, they combine it together. Okay, and forests were cleared in Ganga Yamuna Doab and lands were given to the peasants for agriculture. Okay, to promote the agriculture, they given this cleared land to the peasants. Okay, and new forts and towns were established to protect the trade routes, new towns. Okay, new forts. They built many forts to promote and to protect the trade routes, and also they tried to promote regional trade. Okay, this is about the internal frontier. This is very important. Okay, children. The external frontier, okay, they have started military expedition to unconquered territories like South India. South India was not under their control. Okay, and this campaign was started under Alauddin Khalji. Okay, and from the conquered territories, the Sultan's army has captured elephant, horses, and slaves, and precious metals. And precious metals. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes,
Aman, is it clear?
Ma'am, in internal
Yes, ma'am.
frontier, only 3 points, right?
No, yes. Only 3 points. Only just you understand one thing, they combine the hinterland of the garrison towns. That is the main point. Okay, they combine the hinterland of the garrison towns. Garrison town and the hinterland, they combined or they consolidated it. Clear, children? External frontier, they conquered the unconquered territories. Okay, they tried to make the unconquered
By
territories
military
under
expedition.
their control.
By military expedition.
By military expeditions. I hope it is clear to you all. Is there any doubt? Just clear it.
No.
Clear it now.
No, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am.
Ma'am, when you
doubt?
asked question, I didn't hear the question clearly. That really.
Anthony. Oh, okay, Anthony. Okay, no problem. Okay, so shall we move to the next one, next point?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That is very simple. Only this part it is a bit tough. Okay, but it's not tough actually. See, children. The next we will. So we know that children. This. Do I need to explain this one more, children? External frontier. Okay. Okay, so it was started under Alauddin Khalji and it was culminated at the time of Muhammad Tughlaq. Under him, the empire reached its farthest extent. Okay, and from these conquered territories, they have captured horses, elephants, precious metals, even slaves. I have told you it was slave dynasty. They were very fond of slaves. Okay, that we are going to study about these slaves and all. Okay, so children, now this is regarding the prayer. Okay, Muslim, this is the Muslim dynasty. Okay, so you heard about masjid, right? What do you mean by masjid?
Mosque.
Mosque. Okay, masjid means? Mosque. Okay, so a mosque, okay, it means a masjid. Okay, in Arabic, okay, a masjid in Arabic. Okay, and we know that it is a place Muslim prostrates in reverence to Allah. Okay, mosque or masjid. Usually the Hindus, they have temples, Christians, churches. Okay, and the Muslims here in mosque. Okay, and the prayer. Okay, the prayer, the Muslims, it is called namas. Is it, Anan?
Yes.
Namas. And the leader for the ritual of the prayer means that who is leading that prayer. Okay, who is leading that prayer? He is known as
Imam.
Okay, Imam. See, for Hindus, there will be priest, right? Puja, those who are doing the pujas, yes, pujas and rituals in the temple, and for the churches,
Priest.
yes, also
Father.
there. So here for
Father.
the Muslim, the leader who means those who lead the rituals of the prayer, he is known as Imam.
Ma'am,
Okay.
while praying only.
Okay.
Ma'am, by
During the prayer, right?
During prayer, there should be a imam.
And see children, Friday it is a special day for the Muslims. Okay, the Muslim followers, Friday prayer, it is very special to them.
Can you zoom it?
Mm?
Can you zoom it?
Okay, and they see children, while praying, they often face to the west. Okay, and it is believed that they are facing Mecca. Okay, they are facing Mecca, and this is known as Qibla. Qibla. Okay, see children, just open page number 36, textbook.
It's here, a paragraph.
Yes. A mosque is called a masjid in Arabic. Okay, and members of this congregation choose the most
Ma'am, page number.
respected, learned male as their
36.
leader. Okay, he is called Imam.
Imam.
Okay, yes. And for the rituals of prayer, he also delivers the ceremony, okay, during the Friday prayer. Okay.
I'm Lakshmi saying to let her in.
Lakshmi, 4 people are here in the waiting room, but it all 6B students. So I did not admit it.
Ma'am, only 5 more minutes attendance.
And during the prayer, Muslims stand facing Mecca. Okay, in India, this is to the west. Okay, so from the India, the people has to stand while they were praying. They need to face Mecca. It is a belief for them, so they need to stand facing west. Okay, and this is called Qibla. Okay, this is called the place, means they need to face to the west direction. So that is known as Qibla. Okay, and you know children, the Delhi Sultans built several mosques in cities all over the subcontinent. Okay, and these demonstrated their claims to the protectors of Islam and Muslims. Okay, and mosques also help to create a sense of a community of believers. That means they all believed in Islam. Okay, so they built many mosques. Okay, I'll show you the picture. Many mosques were built by the Delhi Sultans. And have you heard about Qutub Minar, children?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Qutub Minar. See, children, have you, means any one of you have visited?
Yes.
Amal.
Yes.
Very good,
Yes,
Amal.
I have it.
See, children, this is a tower of victory of Muhammad Ghori over Prithviraj Chauhan. See, children, Delhi was under the control of Rajaputs, right?
Yes.
Rajaputs. And after Tomara Rajaputs, the next Rajaput group was
Chauhan.
Chauhan. And who is the famous ruler?
Raj Chauhan.
Prithviraj Chauhan was captured by Muhammad Ghori and he made Qutbuddin Aibak as the governor of Delhi. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Slave
so this
dynasty.
Qutbuddin Aibak, it is a 5-story building. Okay, it is a 5-story building, and who started its construction? Do you know, children? Qutbuddin Aibak. Okay, Qutbuddin Aibak started the construction of first story. Okay, in the year 1199. Okay, and Iltutmish completed further 3 stories. Okay, but see children, it was damaged in a lightning. What do you mean by lightning? Thunder in the year 1369, and Firoz Shah Tughlaq added one more story. Total it is a 5-story building. Okay, see the structure was very beautiful. Amal, do you have the picture?
No, I don't know. Sometime it will be there.
If you have, just bring it on the next class. Okay, we'll share it.
ma'am.
Okay, real picture. And the other one, Kawat Islam Mosque and Minaret. You can see over here the remains of this mosque. Can you see, children, here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see, children, this also was built by Qutbuddin Aibak, the first Sultan of Delhi, and also he is the founder of the slave dynasty. Okay, and also he had made this is the first mosque. Okay, that is Delhi Kuna. Okay, the old city, and it was enlarged by Iltutmish and Alauddin Khalji.
Ma'am, because of it was made by Qutbuddin Aibak only, it became named as Qutub Minar.
No, no, dear. See, children, it was named after a Sufi saint. Here the name has given. Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiar Kaki, a Sufi saint. Okay, it was named after a Sufi saint. Okay, and it was started the construction under Qutbuddin Aibak. I think, children, next class we will discuss more about all this. I think the time is up, but I
Ma'am,
didn't.
we have